My neighbors ask me why I'm limping down the way, and who that fella was who came by yesterday. I quickly turn my face before I start to blush, 'cause frankly there is nothing I can say. I've always had a thing for pushing the extremes, and I just got a thing you won't find in the magazines. This molded silicone has got me begging, please give me more of what I really need, 'cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. You need horse cock, of course cock. Grab the lube and slam the day away. My shaft is quivering and my balls are turning blue as I think of drinking in a foot or even two of my favorite stallion that I keep in my top drawer. Slip it in and I'll be dripping goo as I take more cock. Horse cock, shut the door and turn the lock. Is your cock a horse cock? You will never hear me saying nay, 'cause there is no cock like horse cock. Rub my dick inside a sock. Don't stop now, horse cock. Stretch out my insides and make me bray. My lovely horse cock, horse cock. Shoop de doop dup 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 da 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 da. Horse cock, my horse cock. Ya da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ya da 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 da.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Nintendo Prime stream. The first of at least two pieces of content you're going to get today. I have another video coming later today that literally when I'm done with this stream, I will be spending much of the rest of the day putting together. It is a video that I hope you guys are excited for. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it goes well. I don't want to give away what it is yet. Luigi fan, welcome here. David Rubin as well. Sweet Life of Dio Brando. Segment the Pikachu fan is here as well. Let's see here. I guess it's all the people that are in the chat right now. If you want to shout out, go ahead and say something in the chat. We got our super chats and shot goals all down here. You guys know how that all goes at this point. Yo-Yo is here as well. Welcome. So yeah, I guess one thing I can start off, I wanted to show you guys this. I am getting a new car. We are heading there tomorrow to try to finalize things. Obviously, the vehicle that we're looking at here is the one we want. Whether or not we end up getting it, we'll see. We're pretty sure that we're going to end up getting it, but we got some negotiating we got to do. But I figured I'll show you guys the new vehicle, and then I'll eventually tell you what they want for it. So Gilbert's is just like the name of the place where we're going to get this place at. So we're looking at this 2013 Dodge Durango Citadel SUV. I've done a bunch of research on it. And you're seeing all the pictures of it here, obviously. Looks really nice. Things we like about it are the leather interior, the third row seating it has, because as you guys know, we have 3 kids and we have a huge dog. I don't talk about my dog very often, but we have a whatchamacallit, a lab slash Great Dane. Great Dane. That's right. A Great Dane lab mix. He's a big dog. So we wanted, even though I know there's a thing with leather interior and obviously his claws could rip into it, but we keep him pretty trimmed. So I'm not too worried about that. So we got, so we got the 3 rows of seating here, the 2 in the front, obviously the 2 here, and the third row back here, which can fold down and give you a bigger trunk as well if we need it. We're trying to avoid minivans. We've had a minivan before. We're not a minivan kind of family, so we're kind of avoiding that. So this is the one we're looking at here. As you can see here, AV hookups. Yes, it does technically have a screen, as you'll see here, that pops down. So our kids could watch movies if we hook up a DVD player or something when we go on longer trips, our camping trips, all that kind of stuff. Individual air control back there as well. Stuff that I don't care as much about, but our children will probably care a lot about, because Yuli and I will pretty much always be in the front 2 seats. Unless we decide to come in here and watch a movie. So yeah, they're showing all the little features off of this 2013 push to start. Oh, all that jazz. It does have satellite radio technically, but we probably won't be subscribed to satellite radio, Sirius XM and stuff. But it does have a CD player as well. You get your rear, backup stuff, which is starting to become pretty standard on any vehicle in about the last, I'd say, 10 years. It's starting to become standard to have that feature as well. So yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. Oh yeah, it's also got like a V8 Hemi engine in it, so strong as hell, can tow up to 7,400 pounds. I don't think. Oh, it does have a hitch. Yep. So it does have the hitch as well. So we already have a hitch installed on it, which will be nice. Doesn't get very good miles per gallon, but this is our family vehicle / haul vehicle. So when we replace our other car, that's when we're going to be getting our miles per gallon beast. We're going to be getting something that gets 38 to 40 on the highway with our other car. But this is our family vehicle. We're not as concerned with the miles per gallon with our family vehicle. So yeah, I mean, it's just got a lot of stuff. Really good ratings everywhere across. Kelly Blue booked it. I think this one has 110,000 miles on it, if I remember right. So we got to look at that. There is one issue with it that we're actually going to use that issue to try to get the price down. But that is likely our future car that we might even have as soon as tomorrow. How we're able to obviously get it is Yulia's dad's co-signing a nice loan with us. We're trying to finance about 8,000 to 10,000 on it. Now that they want 16,000 for that. Now that does technically fall within the Kelly Blue Book range for the miles on this one and the features, because it's a pretty fully loaded feature set. But one thing isn't working on it right now, and that is the blind side warning lights in the mirror. So there in the mirror, there's these two lights that'll warn you, like if you're trying to switch lanes and there's a car right next to you, it'll like flash at you like, oh, don't switch lanes over here, because like, there's a car there. Now I read some reviews on that SUV. People say that there isn't actually that bad of a blind spot on it, and it's one of the first features to go, and it costs like $2,000 to fix it. And they were going to fix it. But we talked to them. We said, hey, if you don't fix the blind side, because it's just turned off right now. If you don't fix it, can we knock off, a couple thousand? And he said, that's definitely possible. So if they don't even have to send it into a shop, they might be willing to just, like, literally tomorrow, we could be driving the thing off the lot and be completely satisfied. So that's the one we're trying to get. We have a couple backup plans if we decide against it. But yeah, that's the vehicle we're looking to get for our family, and all that jazz. And big shout out to Yulia's dad for making it possible for us. He's putting like $6,000 down on the thing that we have to pay back, of course, because he's trying to get the monthly payments down in a range where we will always be able to afford it no matter what happens, plus the insurance and all the maintenance and all that. So, but yeah, that's what we're hoping to get. We might end up with the Equinox or something else instead, but the Durango is exactly what we want because it's got the right kind of room we need for our whole family. Whereas a lot of 5-seater cars just aren't really adequate for our size family, and we don't want to go with a minivan. So it does have a V8 in it, Evil Angel. And so it does have a V8, so it's got the big boy engine in it. All right, let me shout out other people who appeared in the chat here. Man, I miss your channel, and it's been a while. Yeah, yo, it happens, man. I've been back making content on the regular now for what would you guys say? Has it been 2-3 weeks? How long have I been pretty regular with these streams and making videos? I feel like it's been a few weeks, or maybe it's only been 1 week, and it's just been a really long week. Let's see here. I'm here as well. What's up, John Early? Lurking around the background. Luigi fan too. My mom's car is one of those screens. Yep, nice SUV, says JNC. Welcome to the stream, man. Corey Bohm popped in for a second. SSR CR85 just got here. What vehicle are you getting? The 2013 Dodge Durango. That's what we're hoping. We haven't finalized the paperwork yet, but that's what we're hoping to walk off the lot with tomorrow. But we'll see. We have an appointment at 10 a.m. because you gotta make appointments now with all this COVID stuff. So we have an appointment tomorrow. That, and there's 2 other ones we're going to be looking at. But we want the Durango, assuming that the history report comes through clean, which I'm having checked on tonight, and everything's hunky dory with it. We will hopefully be walking off the lot with that tomorrow. That's the plan. All right. I am here as well. I was lurking in the background. So that's kind of my big personal news is, hey, getting a new car finally. We need it. We deserve it. I'm glad that someone in our family decided to help us out. And we're ecstatic to have that. And our next big vehicle purchase will happen after I graduate college. So would 100% could with a 4-cylinder engine over a V8 if possible. It used to have a V6 and we'll never go back. Modern 4-cylinder turbos are amazing. Yeah, dude, my Honda I think was a 4-cylinder. I got no problem with 4-cylinder, and you get really good gas mileage. But we got the V8 Hemi. We're cool with that, and we're gonna be using it more often than I think we realize. The haul stuff. We have my parents and her parents both have trailers that we can use to haul some stuff. And there's been a lot of times I wanted to haul things but didn't have a vehicle available to do it with. Well, my vehicle will be able to do it, so that's perfectly fine with me. Tell me you're getting a DeLorean with a flux capacitor. Totally. What is it, 88 miles an hour you got to go on that bad boy to travel through time? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. Shadow King 1982, welcome to the stream. Beyond all that, am I crazy? I made a video on this. God, it wasn't even that long ago. Let me double check. I literally made a video on this, gosh, a month ago maybe? But I miss E3. I really miss E3. Maybe I'm just crazy. But I really enjoy E3 a lot. Not just attending. Obviously, when you attend in person, you get a totally different experience than you do at home. I mean, you miss out on some stuff, to be honest, when you're there versus at home because there's so much additional coverage going on. But you also gain things that you can only gain if you go in person, such as experience actually playing the games for yourselves and not relying on the opinions and footage of others. You can see the games in person, which is a big deal when all you're doing is watching online. You actually get to see the full fidelity and quality and how smooth it plays and how the controls work and all that yourself. And that's great. That's one thing I loved about E3. It's the biggest thing I like about E3 is actually going hands-on with the games. But the thing is, like, I think Xbox did a really good job with their showcase. I think PlayStation 5 did a really good job with their show last month. I think Ubisoft kind of flopped a little bit with their Forward. I don't think their games necessarily looked bad. I just don't think like the way they did it. But they have another Ubisoft Forward coming in August, so maybe that'll make up for it. Maybe because it was split is why it feels that way. Like maybe if it was all combined into one big one, like it would have been at E3, maybe it would have felt better. Obviously, EA just did what EA does. It's hard to really judge EA on anything at this point in a positive light because every time they do any presentation, they always flub it somehow. But I don't know, man. I miss E3. I miss having all the news condensed into like a week, sometimes 2 weeks. I miss having actually 3 weeks if you include the interviews that come after. So you have like a 3-week period with all this gaming news of the summer all packed into one place. I miss knowing what's coming to these systems, all of the systems ahead of time. Nintendo specifically, we don't know anything about, and if E3 happened, we would. Nintendo would have told us some stuff, but they haven't. I miss the community, gaming community, all coming together. I even miss some of the fan war debates over who won E3. I even miss some of that, and that's weird because we're in the midst of like console wars are fully raging as we head into a new launch of PlayStation versus Xbox. Like the console wars are, the fights are out there like nuts. Fans are bickering like crazy. Nintendo fans are getting restless because we don't know what's coming. And so we still have that, but it just felt bigger, like a bigger deal when everything was condensed into a few weeks. And I'm just kind of left sitting here missing everything. I miss the Treehouse people. I miss all the gameplay demo footage coming out, even if not from me, from other people playing the gameplay demos. Like, no one's playing gameplay demos of these games that are coming out. Like, we don't have demos and footage or anything to look at and try to figure things out for ourselves on any of the games coming this year. It's insane. Like that Halo demo that they put in the show, that was supposed to be at E3. But not we don't have any actual hands-on impressions from anybody. It's crazy. And I miss E3. I never thought coming into this year, I would say I miss E3. But I do. And I'm not, I don't know. I just miss it. I don't know what else I could say. Other people maybe don't miss it, and that's fine. But that's just kind of my thoughts on it. I want to thank Joshua, the Plotogagan fan sucks, for subscribing. Thank you so much for subscribing. I bet you're a great dad. I try to be. I don't want to act like I'm the greatest dad in the world. E3 pre-public was an awesome dude. But I get why they included the public, because Gamescom and basically every other major event included the public. So like E3 felt like they were missing out on revenue and maybe losing some relevancy as Gamescom and other places were really exploding. And plus there was a lot of pressure from certain developers, Sony in particular, for letting fans in. And ironically, fans are in and Sony's out. Kind of weird. But yeah, like it's crazy how it's gone. But I attended. I have actually never attended E3 before the public was allowed in. The first year the public was allowed in was 2016, and that's when I attended E3 as media. So I never got to actually experience E3 in person as just media without the public there. But I miss it just for what it was with the public, to be completely honest, let alone before. Let's see here. I miss movie theaters, says John Early. I want to see Tenet and James Bond. No Time to Die. Yeah, dude. Our movie theaters are running, but we're I don't miss movie theaters, because if I really want to go to a movie, I can. Our local theaters are open, although like really limited in how many people they let in. But there's no new movies coming out. So like you're seeing movies that were like early this year or late last year, or just really old school movies. Like they had Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade playing the other day at my local theater, and it's like, that's cool to like go back in time and experience these movies on the big screen that I didn't get to experience growing up. But and the movies are cheap. They're hardly charging anything to go. It's like $2-3. But yeah, I miss new movies coming out at movie theaters for sure, even though it was a lot more expensive to go to those ones. Neil Agasa says, hey Nate, just want to say thank you for yesterday. Dude, you're welcome. I'm glad you had a lovely time, Neil. I'm sure your wife and kids had a good time too. Kukola says, crazy and sad. Thanks so much. Jesus, let's not get political. John says, oh man, I can't stand the Treehouse people. So much fake excitement and awful jokes. I like the Treehouse segment at E3. I don't like it at PAX and other places, but I really like their E3 one. But maybe that's just me. Neil Agasa misses E3. Taslim Oyen says, we are missing E3 now, but people were talking about how it was unnecessary a few days ago. I never said it was unnecessary. But there were a lot of people that thought E3 was unnecessary for a long time, because E3 kept getting, quote unquote, worse every single year. And then Sony dipped out, and people were like, oh, E3's dead. And like, I think we're learning that there's some value in E3. I just think the ESA needs to stop screwing around and rededicate to actual video game shit, and not this social media bullshit they keep trying to do. Oh, let's get all these influencers. Nobody cares. We're there for games. Games. Bend over backwards and make Sony happy and get them back. Like, you should be more focused on getting Sony to attend next year's E3 than you should about getting, I don't know, Ninja to make an appearance or some shit. What car am I getting, Stat YT? We are likely getting a 2013 white Dodge Durango. When I do get the car and get an opportunity, maybe I'll record some footage of it, put it in a video, or maybe we'll just do, probably more appropriate to do a live stream than have it in a dedicated video. But I can do a live stream, chilling in it, and maybe showing it off to you guys if you guys would like to see the vehicle after we get it, if that's the one we end up getting. We're pretty sold on it, but again, we got to finish. We got to do a test drive of it. We need to, we need to see. We need to see the entire vehicle history report and everything. Thanks for subscribing, Stat YT. I think everyone should be open as long as everything should be open as long as you wear a mask. A virus should be no reason to have our rights stripped. Everyone feels the way they feel. I'm not going to get too much into it because somehow this stuff has become a political debate. I think these theaters that are blacklisting studios for releasing films, video on demand, are going to regret it in the long run. I think they'll end up unblacklisting them anyways. To be completely honest, Shadow King 1982, I think sometime next year they're going to remove the blacklisting anyways. John Early says E3 2008 was a horrible year to be a Nintendo fan. I'm trying to remember. God, I've watched like every E3 for so many years. It's hard to remember specific years. Habla D Bobo, welcome to the stream, said, would you rather have a remaster or remake of the older 3D games? I'd rather them be remade. Tazism only says, yeah, I agree. E3 needs some reworking, but E3 time is always exciting. It is. Just to make sure it's not a white Bronco with blood inside. It is white. That's the thing. It is white. Better make sure there's no blood inside. Never know. Maybe it's OJ's. No, it's not that old of a vehicle. It's 2013, but still. Oh, that's interesting joke. Interesting joke, Neil. I get where you were going with that. No diet DP today. Getting my caffeine fix. Oh man. So remember over here we got a little shot chart going on here. $1 up, you get a beer. $5 up, I do a shot of wine. $15, we hit the Hypnotic, which still has not been cracked. I've never had it, and it's still just chilling here. We got that. I think at the $20, we start getting some hardcore shit. We started getting Crown Royale and Jack Daniels, and then things get nuts. And then my video doesn't get done today. No, I'm just kidding. The video I'm doing today will be done no matter how much booze enters my body here in the next half hour or so. Yeah, I'm pretty excited over the car. It's been a big stress ever since we got in. Ever since we almost flipped the truck a few days ago, 2 days ago, whatever it was now. Yulia and I have been really, really stressed out over vehicles issues, because once we didn't have our own vehicle, we didn't know how she was getting to work today. We didn't know, because a lot of our family members have like no extra vehicles right now. We used to have some that did, but they sold them off, and now we have nothing. We have literally no vehicle that even turns on. So like it was a big deal, and we were really stressing out, and her dad finally decided to come through for us and help us out, because we're still rebuilding our credit, and I'm trying to get through college. We have college crap going on. Like we have a lot going on. So having a vehicle, a nice family vehicle that we can really use is going to be nice. And dude, it's got a 25-gallon tank. It's going to be like $50-$60 to fill that thing up every time. Granted, it probably only needs to get filled like hopefully once every other week. We'll see. Looking forward to Square Enix event that has their actual games, not the ones that they just publish. E3 2008 should be on YouTube. It was when Nintendo went all in with the Wii. Well, they were all in with the Wii already. They were all in with the Wii before that, but is that the one where they showed off the Wii Music? Is that the Wii Music one? That was really bad. Thanks for the congrats. Again, we finalize things tomorrow is the hope. So then I can actually show you guys if we ended up with that one or if we ended up with something else. Maybe we end up with the Equinox instead. The Equinox is more cost efficient for us, but also not roomy enough. So it's kind of like if we got a Chevy Equinox, we're just settling. When really we need our family's too big. We need a bigger vehicle than that. Just found out my niece is getting married next month. Nice. Congratulations to your niece. Congratulations. And you guys can ask questions too, by the way. I think every stream that I'm chit-chatting, you're always welcome to do Q&A stuff. I don't need to put it in the title every time. So like if you guys want to ask a question, just at Nintendo Prime. I try to read everything in the chat anyways, but once in a while the chat goes so crazy fast I can't keep up. J-Lo, how's it going? Have you decided on a new car? It looks like we're getting the 2013 Dodge Durango. It's white. That's what we're looking at and potentially purchasing tomorrow. Likely purchasing tomorrow, this vehicle. It's literally everything in it is exactly what I want. I mean, we don't need the screen, like the screen back there for the kids. We don't need that, but everything about this vehicle is everything we want or wanted in a vehicle. So for our family vehicle, because we need a family vehicle, and then after that we'll worry about a more gas efficient like car, that could be more for driving to work and stuff. But we're still going to get my grandpa's car fixed up. It's just now that we're going to buy this, we have to delay fixing that car because all the money we get is going to go into paying back the down payment on this, because we're probably putting $4,000 to $6,000 down on this. Or her dad, I should say. My fiance's dad is putting $4,000 to $6,000 down, and then we're paying him back this year before the year is out. So, yeah, it was the year of the show Wii Music. I was gonna say that was a bad E3. That was not a very good E3 for Nintendo. That the Wii Music year. That was like, I remember they highlighted the Wii Music thing, pumped it up so much, and it just didn't work very well. Mark Greenberg, hold on. At least Nintendo's E3 2008 is better than Sony's E3 2006. Mark Greenberg, 2013 Dodge Durango. And it's the one with the V8 Hemi engine in it. And yes, it has the hauling installed and everything, so we can haul some trailers and some stuff. We're pretty stoked, to be honest. It's a really nice car. Probably the nicest we've ever owned ourselves. But we have to finalize stuff tomorrow, and who knows? We might end up getting something else, or the deal might fall through. But we're trying to argue. We're trying to get a couple grand knocked off the price because they were going to fix the blind side sensors aren't working right now, and it's basically lights that are on the rearview mirror that like a red light that'll light up. So like if you're gonna change lanes, it'll be like, oh hey, you can't change lanes. There's a car here. Like don't do it. It won't stop you from changing lanes, but it's like warning like don't change lanes. There's somebody there. But apparently, and we'll find this out tomorrow when we test drive it. The blind spots are not that bad. They're not any worse than any other vehicle. So basically, it's like one of those additional safety features that you don't really need, and is really expensive to fix. And they were going to fix it, and we're going to try to get them to knock about $2,000 off the price to not fix that feature. And then basically we'll take the vehicle as is because that's the only thing that we're aware of is wrong with it. It's got like 110,000 miles on it, which we were hoping to get something under 100,000 miles, but then the stuff that we could find for under 100,000, none of it was what we wanted. So 110 isn't that big a deal. And based on what the research we've done on this vehicle, it should be golden for 200,000 plus more miles. So we're going to be plenty fine with this one, as long as we keep the maintenance up. What do you honestly think Nintendo will use to battle PlayStation and Xbox? I love the Switch. I think they're just going to do games, and more games. I'm hoping that they drop a Switch Pro summer next year, but that's a hope more so than what I actually know. Kukola is watching Nintendo E3 2008 right now as my eyes are bleeding, and now my ears are bleeding. Yeah, it was not a good E3 for Nintendo. Now that I remember, it's the Wii Music year. That's why when John early brought it up, I'm like, oh, wait, was that the Wii Music year? There's certain things that make you remember certain years, like E3 2006. That was the E3 2004. Sorry, that was the Twilight Princess year. The whole world was shocked when they announced Twilight Princess. Amazing E3. Not just from that. It was a good E3 in general, but that announcement was just like, whoa. My dream car is a Tesla. My dream car is a Dodge Charger. It's not even that expensive. It's like $30,000 brand new. Dodge Charger. That is my dream car. And I will have one someday. But it's also not super expensive to get one. But that's my dream car, is a Dodge Charger. Nothing wrong with Teslas, though. It'd be cool to own a Tesla one day. What's up, Juan? I'm starting to get used to these everyday live streams. Juan Castillo, welcome. They need to put the new Wi-Fi 6 technology in the Switch Pro. It would be nice, but most people don't even have Wi-Fi 6 routers. So because Wi-Fi 6 is not widely used at the consumer level, guarantee it won't be in Switch Pro. Any warranty? There is a warranty. I can't remember. We'll get over the specific details tomorrow on how long their warranty things. I think it's a 2-year warranty, and I think it even includes like they'll do oil changes, as well. So like we don't even have to pay for the oil changes. I think for the first couple of years, but yeah, obviously one thing we're gonna do after we get it, because there's like we can literally return it the same month if we need to and get everything refunded. We're going to take it to my local mechanic here, called Dave's. The place is called Dave's Northside, and I'm gonna have them kind of take a look over it and make sure that there's nothing else hidden going on with it. That maybe the dealership wasn't even aware of yet. So we're gonna kind of have that get looked at, and then we'll go from there. I need a Breath of the Wild 2 year. That'd be nice. So Seahawks 24 rule. My dream car is a '63 Corvette Stingray. Yeah, not bad on my dream car. Yeah, like I don't know. It's nothing fancy. Like a Dodge Charger's not fancy. It's just I like it. Yulia's dream car is a Chrysler 300. She wants a Chrysler 300, and she'll probably get one someday. Again, not something that's like unrealistic or super, super expensive that we'll never be able to get someday. So she'll probably have a Chrysler 300 and I'll have a Dodge Charger someday. But what I really want to get, this is stupid now, because now like after I get all that, and if I'm at a point in my life where I just have enough money laying around just to have some fun, I basically want to get my 2000 Honda Civic back. Like completely fixed up and rebuilt. Full stick shift car, because it's so much fun to drive. Oh, it's such a fun car to drive. I know it's dumb. I could go get some classic, go get whatever, and have it be stick shift and have fun to drive. There's something about that damn Honda that just conked on me. Man, someday I kind of would like to have it back. Just because. But again, that'll be if I ever have enough fun money to play around with where I can drop a ridiculous amount of money to rebuild one. Or get one rebuilt. Because I'm going to want it to be like mint condition. So it's probably going to cost like 50, 60 grand to get a fully rebuilt one, which is not even worth it. But if I have that kind of money just chilling around in a bank somewhere with nothing else to do with it, we'll see. I don't know how well off I'm really going to be until I get further into the programming. Plus, Yulia, her degree as well. We got to see where things are really sitting. Thankfully, we live in a state where it's cost of living is pretty cheap. But only Nintendo wouldn't future-proof. Very cool, says Risky Chris. Thanks. John Rose says, I would like to Americanize the Aston Martin and that Daniel Craig drove in Skyfall. English people have the steering wheel on the right. Yeah. Basically, just move the drive shaft and the steering stuff over. Yep. That's a sick car. That is a sick car that he drove in Skyfall. Luigi fan says, let's pay respect to E3 2020. Born, never, and died immediately. Like the iPhone 9. Isn't it crazy how they went from iPhone 8 to iPhone X? Like, what happened to 9? And now I got the 11 Pro Max. Like, what happened to 9? Maybe they'll go back to 9 at some point just to confuse us all. It'll be year it'll be the year 2029. And they decided to release the iPhone 9 finally. That infamous iPhone 9 that never came out. Get a scooter as well. I just got the E-Tow Booster GT 2020 for commuting and quick trips to the store for small. Yeah, my parents have a couple mopeds. They're not too shabby. I like having them. We plan to have motorcycles as well at some point. Ducatis in particular. But we'll see. Again, that's more of like a future, once cars are paid off, all that jazz. We're looking to get some used Ducatis up in here and get our motorcycle license because we both want to ride, especially during the summer. But what degree is Yulia getting? She is getting... it's a really long name, and it's something human development. Basically, she's going to end up being like a social worker. She's not going to be making like a crap load of money. We're talking 30, maybe 40,000 a year. She's not going to be making that much, but she will be helping people, and she likes helping people. So the reward isn't the money. The reward is the work. For me, I'm not 100% sure. I don't really. Here's the thing. I'm just good at programming. I don't really care where I go. My entire programming degree is focused on making as much money as fast as I can in whatever way I can. So I will be, obviously, you'll have my internship and a regular job and all that, and then kind of climbing the ladder and figuring out what I want to do from there. If there's a special interest I would like to go into, who knows? Who knows where things are going to go? I can't really predict. I don't have like a 10-year plan with it. Right now, it's a graduate, get a desk job, a cubicle, whatever, work my way up from there and figure out where I want to go and what direction I want to go in. So I'll be able to program in C++ and like 2 other languages by the time I graduate that I'll know. Not that I can't learn other languages along the way that I need to for whatever job I hire for. But and who knows? I could end up getting crazy and becoming a CTO of a company or something like my dad did, or who knows? Well, I don't know where the future is taking me. I do know if I drive an hour and a half away to Minnesota and work, I can make like an extra 20 grand a year versus working locally. So that's something to consider as well. If that drive and the amount of, not damage, but the amount of wear and tear on a car for that trip is going to be worth the extra 20 grand a year. Probably is, because you could literally buy a car for 20 grand. But yeah, so I'll probably end up working somewhere over in the cities, just to make some extra moolah. Because it's true, they just make an extra 20 grand on average over there compared to working locally. Like Windows 9. Not as confusing as jumping from $10 to $20. Happens. Even though PC stuff isn't my specialty, I'm a Mac guy. That's cool. I want a Mac. There's a lot of things I want in life. But I'm good with what I have. I have everything I need, regardless of the car and the jobs and everything else. I have everything I already need in this house. I got Yulia, I got my kids, I got a home, got food on the table. I'm good. I'm Gucci, as they say sometimes. God, Gucci. Isn't that like some MTV shit? I'm Gucci. My God. If you're making a good amount, her $30K can be treated as spending money for vacations and stuff, which isn't a bad deal. Yeah. Well, I think what's going to end up happening because of our kids, when we don't have kids, like when our kids are all out of the house, that 30K, that 40K will be nice as like a vacation fund or whatever. We'll buy whatever we want kind of thing most of the year, which that's a really nice deal. 40,000 a year just to buy whatever you want is pretty cool. But because we do plan to do a lot of vacations, but it's kind of a situation where chances are, depending on where she works, her health insurance plan at that work will be better than what I'll be able to get at mine. And because we have 3 kids, a lot of that 40,000, whatever she's making, is literally just going to be health insurance. It'll cover the deductible and the entire health insurance plan for the whole family. High likelihood that's the case, which means then all the rest of the bills will be on me. But like if I'm pushing, I'll probably be making about 50,000 out of college. Hoping to get up to 80 within 3 to 5 years, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Still should be fine. Still should be fine for a while. Still can live. Can't live a good life with a combined income over 100,000. Come on, of course you can. Especially in Wisconsin. Maybe not in like New York City. That might be dog shit money. I have no idea. But in Wisconsin, that's like upper middle class in Wisconsin. So. We'll be doing just fine, and pretty much be able to get things if we want. We can get different loans, and we'll be buying a house sometime in there, and a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, we'll be all good. We'll be all good. Yep, they say the fastest way to land a job. Yeah, because when you build up a portfolio, and you build up examples of things you've done combined with at least some experience. If you come out of college with like 2-3 years experience already, you're already going to get paid really, really well and get a really nice job somewhere. I plan to be doing an internship, the entire last year I'm in college. So when I get out of college, they either hire me from that internship or I get that 1 year experience, which still not as good as 2 to 3, like a lot of jobs want, but that 1 year experience will get my basically my arm into a lot of different interviews. I might even get sought out by recruiters. You never know at some point, because in programming, sometimes when you hit a certain point, you'll get recruiters calling you, trying to see if you're available based on your LinkedIn profile and stuff like that, to try to offer you the sweetest deal they can to make you work for them. Because what's cool about a lot of programming jobs as well is you can work from home with a lot of them too. You don't have to be at the office in a cubicle because you're programming. You can do video conferencing and literally do all the programming right at home. On a work computer, of course. You probably want to keep stuff separate from your personal computer, but did you guys see where Domino's burned Xbox on Twitter? That's hilarious. John Rose says Bryan Singer's 3 X-Men films he made before X-Men Apocalypse are pretty good. If you don't remember, they're called X-Men 2 and Days of Future Past. But Bryan Singer's reputation took a dive. Yeah, we all have dreams. I bet you're a great family guy, no pun intended. He's family guy. Anyways, I try to be. I don't want to sit here and like puff out my chest and be like, man, I'm the greatest dad in the world. I'm the greatest. So, like, there's been a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of learning. Like, until you have a kid, it's hard to understand, and then when you have multiple kids, it's even harder. A lot of stuff that people don't tell you about when you become a parent. A lot of things that you learn along the way, and you can read books and read this. There's nothing like experience in it. I've given a lot of new parents advice, and the thing is, like, every child is different. All 3 of my children are extremely different types of kids, and understanding that and understanding how you need to cater your parenting to that is very, very difficult. And it's even worse now without school, because now you're also trying to be a teacher sort of at the same time. Even though there's virtual teaching, it's not the same. You basically are the teacher. And so there's a difference between being a parent, a teacher. It's a lot to take in. But I try my best, and I love my family. I wouldn't trade them in for anything. Love my dog even. I have everything I need already. So at this point, everything we're doing moving forward is not about need, it's about want. Like this 2013 Dodge Durango, we could easily be way better off financially and make a completely different decision. Go out, spend, a few $1,000 on a car that'll just get us by and call it good. Our kids can go on it. It'll be fine. We don't have to get the car that we want. We don't have to get that 2013 Dodge Durango. We could settle for an Equinox. We could settle for something less. We could settle for a $1,000 junker. We could settle for a lot. But we have everything we need in life. So if we're going to add anything else to our life, we're going to add what we want. We need a car, yes. But if we're going to get one, screw it. Let's just get the one we want. We're already going to be graduating college. Yeah, we got to commit to a 60-month financing on it. I don't give a shit. I want something that's safe for my kids. Because these junkers aren't going to be safe. The Equinox will be fine, but the junkers wouldn't be safe. The Equinox is fine and can get us by, and it's probably a more reasonable purchase. But then we're going to be left wanting and wishing that we could tow, because the Equinoxes that they have available at the places around here don't have towing on it. We'll be wishing that we could, get our dog in there with our kids, but our dog is huge and needs like 2 seats to himself, and that's just not going to happen. So there's just a lot of things that we look at that 2013 Dodge Durango and we go, yeah, a $16,000 car doesn't seem really reasonable for people in our situation, right? People in our situation where Yulia is working part-time. I'm a YouTuber. I do some other work. We do cleaning on weekends. We're both in college. Like, it's a huge financial commitment, and coming up with $6,000 for the down payment, that we're paying back this year. Like, it's a huge financial commitment for people that, are skating about the seat of our pants and living paycheck to paycheck. But there's also a whole, but it represents a better future, a better tomorrow. It represents what we want. So we're going to go for it. How am I coming up with the $6,000 to pay off that down payment this year? Psh, no freaking clue, but I'm going to make it happen. I've already got like $2,000 of it, I think, secured right now. So, whatever. I'll make it work is what I want. I want what I want, and we're going to make it happen. So, but this does mean we're going to be overextended for a while, so we won't be making any other major purchases for a while. It's going to be a while before we make any other major purchases, but maybe even until I graduate college. But yeah, we're feeling good. We're feeling good about where we're at, and we're going to keep pushing forward. And yes, I'm still going on that damn cruise next year, but that's because it's already prepaid. So, that's for sure. Being a parent can be stressful, but a blessing at the same time. Yep. Why wait? Start programming something for someone today, Sister Mara. There might be forums where you can find someone. Yeah, I'm waiting because I'm really rusty, and I know like getting out in there, out in the world and doing some work, even if it's just like web HTML stuff, right? Like just really easy HTML, CSS, PHP kind of stuff. PHP can get really complicated, but like if I've thought about going out there and doing some web programming, and I have technically a few years experience at web programming. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I know. It's about building the portfolio, not the money. I know. I'm going to wait until I get at least past my second semester, and then we'll go from there. We'll go from there. I know. You're giving me really good life advice to make me be able to get even more than $50,000 right out of college, right? Like, the bigger portfolio is, the more years experience you have. Like, I could come out of college and be making $80,000 right away. I understand. I appreciate. I'm trying not to take on too much. I'm already taking on a lot right now. My life is really crazy. It's a Wonderful Life is an awesome movie because George Bailey was this guy who wanted to leave his hometown and travel the world, but it just wasn't in the cards for him. Yep, It's a Wonderful Life is a very good movie. Stick with the Japanese brand. I've had my 1996 Toyota Corolla for 10 years, and I bought it for $3,000. Still runs like a clock. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with buying cheaper cars. Nothing wrong with that at all. I had my 2000 Honda Civic, spent $2,500 on it. I had that for 10 years, 11 years before it finally conked out. Nothing wrong with that. You only paid $1,600 for your '94 Nissan Maxima after fixing transmission. See, I mean, this is an expensive vehicle. It's a nice vehicle. It's us driving this vehicle, people are going to think, man, you have money in your middle class. No, we had help. We had a family member who helped make it more affordable for us, and we're going to be paying like $150 a month for 60 months to pay it off. So, like, it's not exactly within our typical affording, but can I come up with an extra $150 plus an extra $100 for insurance? Yes, I can. So basically, can I come up with $250 for this vehicle per month? Yes. So, and it's such a nice. It's nice. It's like the perfect ideal vehicle for our kids. and our whole family. Sienna or Odyssey are bulletproof. Yeah, dude. Legit. Or Honda, anything. If you get like a Honda, dude. Honda engines. The engines in particular from Honda. Just go and go and go and go like forever. It's crazy. Like even if you get like a Honda lawnmower, dude, the rest of the lawnmower will break down before the engine does. Then take that engine off and put it on a go-kart. Dude, have you guys ever taken a lawnmower engine and used it on a go-kart? Holy shit. It's like, boom! Lawnmower engines. Crazy fast in a go-kart. What's up, an unbiased Nintendo fan? Welcome. All right, the stream's going to be over here probably 10-15 minutes. I need to get working on the big video for today. Today's big video is... You'll have to wait and see. But I have to make some adjustments to my lighting in here because the way I have it set up now didn't work in the video. So I got some real world adjustments I need to make here to make this work. That's one thing that I'm worried about with my video right now is I have some adjustments I need to make, but I will try to do it. I'm gonna try to take down these lights and re-screw them in and make some adjustments here that hopefully works out. That's the hope. I don't know. Like I'm really going out on a limb to hope that what I plan to do is gonna work. And where the heck is my cordless drill? I don't even know what happened. Oh, it's over there. Okay, just so I know where it is, because this is gonna be a little more work than I want it to be before I could even record the damn video. But that's okay. It'll be worth it, as they say. Stop teasing us. Oh, I'm gonna keep teasing. Here's the thing. This isn't a video. The video I'm making, by the way, isn't like some long haul project that I've been working on forever or any of that jazz. It's more so like the grand signal flag that Nintendo Prime is back. Because like I feel like I've been back for a little bit now with the streams and videos, but this is like the grand. Hey, I'm legit. I'm back, baby, from outer space. Fully back. And no, I haven't even recorded it, haven't wrote a script, haven't even done research. Just, you gotta trust me on this. Flying by the seat of my pants, but I got this. It's when I'm at my best. I'm at my best on this channel when I'm just flying by the seat of my ears. Do you like the idea of modding a console? I mean, the N64 and the Super Nintendo have lockout tabs that just need to be snapped off to play Japanese titles. People want to do that? Go for it. Did you hear that Luigi's real? Yes, I did. And Mario 64. We talked about that yesterday on stream, actually. I'm the original owner of a 2009 Hyundai Fit. It's still kicking, and I think I'm going to keep it forever. It'll just be my son's first car. Yeah, that's the one thing is, like, I don't know. I thought about, by the time we pay off the Durango, and we're looking at another vehicle or two, it might be one of those things where I'm not sure. I don't know if the Durango, we might sell the Durango at that point if it still has any value, or trade it in. Otherwise, I thought about maybe letting one of my kids it be their car, but I think I'm not gonna let it be their car. I think it's just too big of a beast to hand to one of my kids. I think I'd rather trade it in and get them a different car. Like they're not gonna have anything fancy. I drove a '96 Nissan Altima when I was a kid. Like it's not gonna be anything fancy. They'll just get something that's reliable and they're not gonna die in when they're old enough. Because I gotta get two of them. Melody's biological dad is going to be giving her car for 16. We've already discussed all this. So I'll be taking care of the boys if they get their own. I don't know if I'm even gonna let them have their own car. They might share a car. I don't know if they're going to have their own car until they graduate high school. Because that'd be the big, hey, you actually each want your own vehicle, graduate high school. I want that to be like a big, make it through freaking high school, and I'll give you a car. You don't make it through high school, I ain't giving you shit. Get a job, damn it. Buy your own. By the way, nice clothes today. Finally burned that Buck stuff? Hell no. I got that Giannis Antetokounmpo jersey chilling over there right on the wall. I can actually wear it on streams, though, I guess, because I don't green screen anything. But yeah, these are, what is this, Tommy Bahama, or whatever this is? It's a really expensive brand, but I only paid like $20 for this shirt. When it's like a $110 shirt, normally. Yay, TJ Maxx. The video is a sneak peek beta video of Tap Sports Baseball 2. No, don't mess with me, man. I've been playing a little bit more Tap Sports now that baseball's back, but get them a Cybertruck. Well, they won't die in that thing. Your kids are in the age range where they might not be allowed to get a driver's license due to self-driving vehicle and who freaking knows? They might not even need the drive at that age. Let's not talk about that. I don't want to worry about that. I don't want to worry about like 11 years from now and everything is self-driving and nobody has a license for anything. I don't think that's going to be the case in 11 years anyways, but you know, someone made a good point here. I was just looking at this comment that Clayton St. CYR made on we should expect more video. Nintendo and PlayStation fans need to demand more from their favorite publisher. Here's why. Because Xbox fans did it and it paid off. So basically, Xbox fans were demanding more and more from Microsoft. We need more games. We need more this. We need more that. They got it. So like the proof is kind of in the pudding that if Sony and Nintendo fans were more demanding, chances are the company would eventually give in, and you know, whatever. Guess what? Like right now, I think it's okay for us to ask Nintendo what the hell's coming next. And if we keep asking, we're eventually going to find out. Not that we won't find out anyways, but maybe we'll find out sooner than what Nintendo was planning. You know, I don't know. It's kind of a whole mess of things at this point, but cool. Well, we're going to call it a stream. No super chats today. First stream without a super chat in a long time, which is cool. I even debated on clicking on this thing like, ooh, do I super chat to myself? Maybe I should. Maybe you know what? Hold on. Let's double check. Let me double check. Shall I super chat to myself? That is the question. I think I'm going to. Pretty sure I'm going to. I just want to see how big a super chat am I going to do to myself. Yeah, all right. Let's go like this. We're going to do something crazy. We're going to enter a custom amount. I've never done a custom super chat before. I don't think I've ever done a custom super chat amount in my life. Like typed in a custom. Oh yeah, it's gonna work. Coolio. Sony is putting out some great stuff though. Maybe that's why Sony fans don't say too much. Bah! I'm gonna give myself credit. I'm breaking my own rules and giving myself an extra 50 cents. Give myself an extra 50 cents. I'm doing a wine shot quick. Keep the streak alive. I can't get ice, but I kept the streak. I didn't want to end the stream with no super chats, so keep the streak alive. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll have no super chats too. But there we go. I got my one shot in. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Nintendo Prime. That is sweet. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you in the next video. I legit gotta go because I gotta get this video done. I want it done by 8 o'clock tonight, so I gotta bust some butt on this one. This is a special thing. All right. Catch you guys later. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Bye. Oh, J-Lo. Hold on. T. I literally hit end stream and it said, "Are you sure yet?" And then J-Lo pops in with the $20. Oh my God. I am so glad that I didn't hit end stream there because J-Lo would have super chatted and the stream wouldn't even be going. Thank you, YouTube, for putting in the feature of, "Are you sure you want to end this stream?" Oh, J-Lo. What is it? The $20. Did I up that to Crown? Is that Crown? Yeah, shot of Crown Royale. J-Lo couldn't let the streak go. Oh, I'm running low. I only got one shot of Crown left. One shot left. I'm pretty sure that there's enough in there for one more shot. Don't worry though. There's still plenty of freaking Jack left. Oh my God. Haven't even done Hypnotic yet, but nope. J-Lo did the 20. And I'm not out of Crown yet, so. Oh, God. Thanks, JLo. I got you, bro. Couldn't let it go. Cheers, JLo. I don't have any Smirnoff. I would love to get iced. I don't have any Smirnoff, so I'm sorry. It can't happen. Maybe next week. Hopefully, like, they get some stock of it in. Cheers. Ha! Man, not good. Thanks, JLo. So, hey, the streak is alive. Not just because I super chatted to myself like a dumb. All right. Thank you, JLo. Thank you, everyone, for stopping out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Look forward to that video. And the thing is, I know you guys have been loving my videos. I think that's why people have been popping off on the super chats lately, because they're like, yeah, dude, your videos are great. Hope you really love this next one. A lot of editing in this next one. Like, it's... God, I wish I could just tell you what it is, but you'll see. I want you guys to see. I want it to be kind of a pop-off surprise. Tinder Props back. All right, folks. Catch you later. For real this time. I'm going to hit end stream. No one else has got anything crazy coming in, do they? Am I about to hit end stream and then there's like a $50 super chat lands and I'm like, what the fuck? Right? We're good? All right. Catch you guys in my next video. Peace.